Hi there, what's up? I hope that you're fine wherever you are. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Mary, and if you are a returning subscriber as always, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So if you're coming across this channel for the first time and you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing, like, and share the video. So let's talk about the year 2023. And this is on matters to do with resolution. Hey, how many resolutions did you have at the start of the year? Like how many? How many were they? Did you have one resolution? Could it be two? Or the list was a bit long? And how many of those resolutions have you attained? So personally, let me share with you, I had around 4 major resolutions. At the end of 2022, I sat down, that is before the new year, came up with a list, and I had psyched myself that those are some of the things that I must attain by the end of the year 2023. And among the 4 major things that I came up with, I've only attained one. Clap for me. Just one. And this is on YouTube. By the way, I came up with this idea towards the end of 2022. That is the time that it crossed my mind, and then I thought of why not try it at the start of 2023. By the way, if you go back to the first video that I did, it is not somewhere near the start of 2023 or the start of this year. It is just somewhere there. After, I think even it could have been in June, if I'm not wrong. That is when I attempted my first video. And remember, that was among the resolutions that I set for the year 2023. What about the remaining 3? My dears, I have not attained any. But at least I can say one of those resolutions is underway. Like it is in the pipeline. Mambo inachemka pole pole. It is in the pipeline. At least I can say that that one is halfway done, but not at 100%. And therefore this made me think of, why is it that it is so easy to come up with resolutions and then attaining them is another thing? What happens? So the big question is it because of time? Time? No. Could it be because of resources? Resources, I think, yes. So I know most of us, the reason that we don't get to our target is because of the resources. Imagine if you had one of the resolution, maybe to buy a piece of land and then maybe develop it, or buy, a car. And then by the time you thought you'd have attained or achieved it, you realize that you are running out of resources, or something that was a priority just came along, and you decided on just doing away with what you had decided you want to do in 2023. And I think sometimes we should give ourselves some grace. Yeah, some grace. Let us give ourselves some mercy. Like sometimes we can come up with a lot of goals, a lot of resolutions, but we realize that attaining them is not easy. And that makes us not to, just sit down there, wallow in pain, in agony, thinking about it, complaining. Sometimes even you don't want to tell people like some of what your resolutions were. There's another day. And I'm a very optimistic person, very optimistic. Those people who are very close to me know that. I'm very optimistic. And that is why I'm so optimistic that the 3 remaining resolutions for the year 2023, I will attain them in 2024 by the grace of God. Just by the grace of God, you can attain anything that you've set. So let's come up with something else. When we are making these resolutions, what do we consider? What are some of the factors that you consider? Please drop a comment down here. I want to hear from you. What do you consider? Is it in the order of priority, or is it just something that you do randomly, or is it something that you do because of the influence of other people? Let me talk about the influence of other people. Hey, my friend, times are hard, and especially here in Kenya, the economy is tough, and it is tough on everyone. And then there's this something. This one usually basically is on family and friends. Sometimes you can see your friend with a car, and then you decide that that is one of your resolution. Do you know why your friend bought the car? No. Was it a priority to them? Maybe yes. And maybe you don't need that car. And then at the end of the year, you sit down and one of your resolution is to buy a car. My dear viewer, you will go the wrong way, the wrong way. And the reason is because whatever you're going to set as a priority is not a priority to you. You don't need that car. Maybe you don't need that house now. But because you've seen your brother or your sister has a house, you just want to do it like, in a snap of a finger, you want to do it. Let me educate us a bit. We are not competing in this life. There's no competition. As much as people always say that we have competition, there's no competition. Everyone has their own lane that was designed, created by God. And that is why when you read the Bible, if you read your Bible, you are told that even before you were formed in your mother's womb, God knew you. Before you were born, he knew you. And therefore, it simply means that your path is not your sibling's path, or your path is not your friend's path. And if you only understand this, then it becomes easy. When you sit down, you want to make your own resolutions, you're not going to compare with other people. You're going just to make these resolutions, basing on what you need, what is important to you. That is what you are going to do. Otherwise, if you keep on comparing yourself to other people, it is going to be very hard, because we are so different, very different in terms of characters, in terms of our income. We are so different. Our education background, very different. Work experience, very different. When it comes to intelligence, we are totally different. And therefore, if you are a person who will always compare yourself to other people, then you're going to realize that you're going to have a lot of challenges and problems. This is a video that is meant to challenge us. And especially as we are remaining with a few days before we do a crossover to the year 2024. If you need to make a resolution, sit down and think deeply about them. Do you need a list of 10? Is that necessary? Can you do with maybe a list of 2 items? Or could you do with 1 item, so that you give yourself the grace, allow yourself to get the resources that you need, and definitely you're going to achieve or attain it. And then the other thing, look at the people that are around you, that surround you. They may help you to attain your dreams. They may help you to get to that vision. They may help you to, to realize that target or that goal that you have always yearned for. So my people, let's think deeply about this. So please don't forget to like this video. What do you think? I hope you find this useful. Don't forget to drop your comments. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about this? Tell me about your resolutions. How many did you set and how many have you attained so far? And if you have not attained, what are some of the challenges that were along the way that made you not to, to attain your resolutions? I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much and goodbye.